Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain. Welcome to our winter video blog. Some of you have already renewed your membership dues for the year. Thank you very much. Some of you are thinking about that. Others are always looking at what's the value of BOMA. So we did this wonderful pictogram I wanted to talk about a little bit, which really is the value of BOMA, the net operating income we create, the asset value creation we have, all within the programs that are here at BOMA. But there are things that you need to do, the things you need to talk about with your colleagues at local association lunches and other gatherings, and things you need to take advantage of by really figuring out what are the best practices and how they apply to our properties. So you look at a program like BOMA 360, well, you got the 6 domains. You've got operations, you've got tenant relations, you've got the kind of training to have the best team you can on site. It's the benchmarking that goes with it. Well, if you take advantage of all of those different services, 100,000 square foot building, you can generate $100,000 in savings. And you say, well, how's that possible? Well, it's the discipline, it's the information, but it's the BOMA network out there. It's being at a luncheon in Minneapolis and talking about the statistics, or Los Angeles, or Seattle, or Omaha. It's taking that knowledge and learning from each other and doing that through benchmarking. EER, we've been benchmarking performance for 95 years this year. Well, when you do that, you can figure out whether your expenses are at the right level, whether you're creating the right income there. It starts a conversation. Well, that conversation takes place at committee meetings around the country, at board meetings when you got some downtime, again at the luncheons, at the golf tournament. It's when people compare notes about the best practices, how they're doing. When you look at simple things like building codes, we talk about the savings in each cycle. $2.50 last year, $3.50 the year before. Well, $6 over 2 years sounds like a lot. Maybe some of that would happen anyway, but just say 10% of that happens because you figured out how it's going to impact you. The fees, the operational issues, how are you going to integrate into your building? How are you going to create, retrofit the equipment so that it performs better? How are you going to leverage up the differences in the codes? Well, you can say, estimate conservatively, say $25,000 a year. It's a lot of money. There are other things that you can do as well, just through benchmarking, EER. Floor measurement standards come out. If you haven't remeasured your space, you can find some value there as well. Well, for a 100,000 square foot building like this, it's real savings. Creates operating efficiencies, net operating income. The net operating income, if you use a cap rate of 8%, you can see here, creates potentially $2.5 million in increased value. But you're only going to get that if you participate in this organization, to get to know your colleagues, if you spend some downtime at committee meetings, get to know people, share what's going on in your building, they'll share what's going on in their buildings. It's a great business conversation in between. And then you extend that because you can come together for the annual conference every year, and you can compare notes with other markets, similar markets, different properties, what's going on. Take advantage of that knowledge. It creates value. But the only way you do that is by participating actively in BOMA. We encourage you to do that because the return on your investment is terrific. Those that are doing it know that. Those that we want to attract are going to figure it out. But the place where business is done is here. BOMA means business. Thank you.